Hi everyone, this is Sam Montgomery here with Bardstown Bourbon Company, here to walk you through your tasting kit. The first sample in your tasting kit is a clear spirit we call Distillate. You may have heard this referred to as New Make, White Dog, or Moonshine. It is completely clear in color because it has not seen any time in a barrel, which is the only legal way bourbon can get its rich golden brown hue. This distillate has a mash bill of 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% malted barley, and is proofed to 100. The high percentage of rye in this recipe will present itself with notable aromas and flavors of earth, grain, spice, and a subtle sweetness. Furthermore, the mouthfeel will give you a sizzling sensation that you may experience over the palate, the roof of the mouth, and the sides of the tongue. These are very typical attributes of the rye flavor grain. We here at Bardstown Bourbon Company do not have any plans to bottle anything unaged, but feel tasting the distillate is as important as any other part of the whiskey making process. The next sample in your kit is labeled Maturation. This is exactly what you just tasted as distillate, but after resting in a new charred oak barrel for about 3 years. Right away you can see the influence in the color. On the nose, you are met with oak and caramel and just a slight fruitiness from the grain. On the palate, you may notice that the bold mouthfeel from the distillate is still present, but with much softer and rounded flavors. While Bardstown Bourbon Company is very happy with how this specific recipe is aging, we are going to hold on to the majority of these barrels and wait until they are a bit older, ideally 6 years, before we bottle this on its own as one of our first single recipe products. In the meantime, let me introduce you to our Fusion Series, the third sample in your tasting kit. Fusion Series number 4 is a blend of 4 unique Kentucky straight bourbons. Right on the label of every Fusion bottle is a chart that tells you exactly what is in it by providing mash bills, age statements, origin, and how much of that bourbon is in the blend. In this expression, 60% of the blend is 3 and 4-year-old product produced and aged here at Bardstown Bourbon Company, split between 3 unique mash bills that all contain rye as the secondary grain. The other 40% of the blend is a 13-year Kentucky straight bourbon we sourced and blended in to round out the more youthful notes of our bourbon. This balance of young and old creates an incredibly complex and rich product. When you go in for a nose, you may be met with a bouquet of apricot, black cherry, and cinnamon, complemented by a hint of smoke and oak. When you go in for a taste, you'll be met with rich flavors of maple and toffee that lead to a lasting hazelnut finish. The final sample in your tasting kit is Bardstown Bourbon Company's Discovery Series number 4. This is a blend of 10, 13, and 15-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys, bottled at 115 proof. Just like Fusion, we put the breakdown of the blend on a chart on the side of the label. Our team of blenders, consisting of cocktail experts, culinary professionals, and our distilling team, expertly blended 3 incredible and well-aged bourbons together to create something even more delicious than any of its parts. On the nose, you are met with waves of caramel, baking spices, and oak, rounded out by hints of dried fig or dates. On the palate, you'll encounter lively bursts of fruit and spice that evolve into an enduring, balanced finish.